Hey everybody, it's Nikhil and I'm back with another reaction video. So this video today is from Triple OC. It is Drake is spiraling. I know I'm not the only one that saw that Drake went on stream with that streamer that was not Kai Cenat during the Mafia-thon too. Which made me feel a type of way. Like, do he not mess with Kai no more for real since he was hyping up like the Kendrick songs or something? Like, I don't know. I just feel like Drake is very petty, y'all. I can't put my finger on it. I feel like that'll be something he would do because how you gonna go there when Kai got the biggest thing streaming world like going on at that time? You know, like maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just in my bubble. Maybe the other streamer had a lot going on too. So I can't say for sure, but that lawsuit about the streams for Kendrick's song. Don't get in no rap beef or no rap battle ever again. That's probably what we're talking about in this video, so let's check it out. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends, and let's see what's going on.
Just when I thought that Drake would be out here singing to the ladies, getting his moody winter music vibes on, and moving away from one of the biggest rap beefs, it seems he's taken a rather interesting route when it comes to the next steps of his career. And it's starting to feel like he's trying to prove to everyone that he's chilling when that couldn't be further from the truth. When he isn't filing petitions, pumping out steak ads like hotcakes, and play fighting with his favorite fragile op, Steve Lacy, he's showing us subtle crash out vibes on stream. And
that's the stream I was talking about. They was saying like how he was acting, like we don't listen to that. I think Party or The Weeknd had came on. Just all he too old for this. He acting so corny, y'all.
Displaying to the general public that he isn't as unbothered as his friends claim he is.
Very unbothered.
Perhaps the famous actor we once knew really is looking paranoid and now spiraling. Let's talk about it. But first, welcome to the channel. Hey, hi, what's Zan with it? I'm C, and I do rap and pop culture commentary. So if you're into that, subscribe and hit the like button.
Not the best picture.
If you would have told me that Drake would still be feeling the effects of his spat with Kendrick Lamar, I gotta say, I would not have believed you. But some things aren't immediately bounce back worthy. They take time.
Yes.
Within the span of months, we've been witnessing a much different side of Drake that we aren't really used to seeing. And as someone who has followed his journey since the mixtape era,
correct,
way back in the comeback season days, all the way up until the present, it's starting to feel like we're slowly peeling back the layers of not only who Drake really is, but who we thought he's been all this time. So I find it particularly interesting that he's been quiet when it comes to music.
Jesus, look at that diamond on his ear. You know, his neck.
But loud when it comes to, well, everything else. Feels like the equivalent of saying that you're moving in silence, but all of your actions are showcasing that you are the loudest in the room.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe it's the fact that he chose to get rid of the braids, an era that's...
The way she's quoting this song, Triple OC,
seems to have ended after Kendrick poked fun at them. To make matters worse, we have people pointing and laughing at a potential bald spot. Or it's the fact that he chose to file a petition that also has the ability to expose himself. Because even if UMG did artificially boost Not Like Us, the cultural impact...
They definitely did it for you. It's no doubt in my mind. If they gonna confirm that, let's do a lawsuit for you, baby. They definitely did it for you, allegedly.
The record overall is something that cannot be made up. Plus, we can't act like Drake hasn't been out here playing some of the same games for quite some time. Are we really going to ignore when, during the release of his album Scorpion, Spotify placed Drake on the cover of almost every playlist on the landing page.
Everywhere.
I mean, even the ones with no Drake tracks on them.
Oh.
With many fans noting that this was straight up overexposure. Or perhaps it's the fact that he stopped by xQc's stream to show us how unbothered and intact he really is. And I gotta say,
xQc.
This was one of the oddest things to do at this particular moment in his career.
God.
Now, originally,
look, I told y'all in the beginning of this video, I'm like, how can you get on live? You, Drake, at your stature, with this streamer, when Kai's Mafia-thon is happening. 700K subscribers. Unheard of. And you go on this other stream. He gotta be beefing with Kai. I don't know.
I couldn't help but to think, why in the world is Drake popping up with this controversial streamer when we got Kai Cenat, a black streaming icon at this point, who is doing a whole 30-day stream, especially when Kai and Yachty are friends. That would have been a power move for the culture.
Completely.
A tiptoe in the room of redemption. But then I realized, one, the last thing that Drake is worried about right now is being linked to the culture. If anything, I foresee him running away from it completely. He's no longer running to Atlanta. He's running away from all you niggas, okay? We have clowned him way too much. But we will see for sure after this Australian Anita Max Win tour. Which brings me to number 2. xQc seems to be linked to Stake as a partner, which we all know Drake has an insane deal with the app, as he frequently posts his little promos. The jokes really do write themselves, like calling Steve Lacy your fragile op or getting down at the pop out when all them real members were on stage, including your boy, who really bangs the set, YG. Choosing to spiral in front of hundreds of viewers after this kind of beef is definitely a choice. From a musical perspective, it seems like he could have moved on from this successfully if he played his cards right, aka let things die down for the summertime and return to the game when it got a little chilly to reclaim his spot as the moody king of...
Now, what video did he need to do this on? Alright, let me leave him alone. I love Drake. I love his music. He lost. He gotta accept it. I think we watched a video about that. I'll leave this up in the cards where they were like, his team may have been putting that angle on him to like feed into it, like let it be what it is, and still try to make sure people want to, you know, like mess with him. That's why he dropped like the 100, whatever that was. But like, I feel like something should have been said. I just don't like what he's saying, so I don't agree with Triple OC that he should have let it die down. You can't let nothing like that die down. You got to say something, but you got to say something. But I think he's choosing wrong, and it's been like that ever since the beef happened.
Well, a bunch of genres, right? R&B, pop. You know how Drake rock. By now, he could have been South African Drizzy and did a song with Tyler, returned to his ATL Big Ass roots, and hopped on a track with Lil Baby so they could both hopefully redeem themselves. And hell, he could have even slid on a track with his BFF, Yachty, got on his Concrete Boy vibes, his Ian vibes. If it weren't for this beef, there are so many songs and projects that I could see him being on, especially with newer artists. We all know that Drake is the king of finding the newest, hottest artists, sliding them a mutually beneficial Drake stimulus package feature, and riding that wave until he is on to something new. But with the exception of hopping on a Spanish track, releasing this insane meme remake of Hey There Delilah, and announcing that his collaborative project with Party Next Door is coming soon, Drake has been pretty disappointing on the musical front, and it's starting to feel like he's having trouble redeeming himself. Unless you're a die-hard fan of the boy or someone who ensures that you keep the latest trending sounds on your TikTok, 100 gigs came and went. What felt like a
Yeah,
project that could have
I told you I was gonna listen to it. I did not. I didn't feel the need to. I wasn't when I went out. I wasn't hearing nobody playing the songs that were made. When I was in people's cars, I didn't hear it, so I didn't feel like I was missing anything. Did y'all like it? Leave it down in the comments because I still didn't listen to it. But yeah, maybe he should take like the Chris Brown approach. Like when Chris Brown had his controversy or situations that happened, he stayed in the booth. Like that would have been better if he didn't want to speak publicly. Go put it in your music. What Cardi B say? Put it in your music. Because if they want to make a bag off you for clout, you can make a bag off of them. He could have did that. Just been on everybody's songs, like she was saying. Doing all type of collabs. But no, you do the weirdest collabs and you say the craziest things. You make it all, it's so many wrong moves.
Truly been commemorative, a monumental documentary, or a visual album concept, a victory lap to come far in the future, exclusive behind the scenes video footage, unreleased music, and scrapped album artwork was really dumped carelessly, and some may even say desperately. One of the many reasons why Drake has been loved for so long is because of his ability to give audiences exactly what they want. No matter the sound or the genre, he can morph into whoever, whenever, but maybe that's just the actor in him.
Correct.
However, the facade has quickly
See, I wouldn't go say nothing, but she kind of alluded to that in the beginning. You know, that came from Kendrick's song, you know, the famous actor we once knew. Could be and act like he wasn't going through a lot of these things he be saying, like, and that's a part of acting. It's just you got a nice voice, you can sing, and you understand having a nice flow on a beat. You musically inclined, you can still act that way as well.
Faded. We can't go back to thuggin' mob boss Drake. The next persona he picks will have to be done carefully. It needs to feel real. And from a visuals and music industry perspective, it seems like this moment has shifted a lot of people's views on Drake. You have Stephen A. Smith saying he needs to either hop in the booth or the streets instead of trying to file a petition, or Cam Newton's recent thoughts, where he says that he looks at Drake differently since the beef, claiming that Drake is not willing to go where he really needs to go when it comes to Kendrick. And he also calls for Kendrick versus Wayne, which can we let that go? And maybe that's why this Drake spiral isn't meant to end right now. He's simply not ready to accept defeat. Once you've been on top for so long with very few blemishes on your image, well, to some, just for someone like Kendrick to dig deep into your identity, both personally and professionally, in an attempt to just pull you apart, yeah, that's a bit hard to bounce back from. I would probably spiral too. But what do you think? Is Drake spiraling? Do you think he's chilling, ready to pop out with some new music? Hopefully something to top the charts and make everyone almost forget all of this. I know this is a very far-fetched idea, but I feel like Drake isn't really hell-bent on coming back to rapidy rap music. Like, sure, he might drop.
Yeah, I know I said that in my other video. Let's just bring R&B Drake back, pop Drake back. I'm fine. You don't gotta be 21 Savage and Lil Baby in Future. You don't. You never gave that in the beginning with Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, and karaoke. Find Your Love. Hold On, We're Going Home. Like, we can go there together. I can hold your hand when we go back to that place. Instead of you just trying to appeal to everybody. You can stay in your lane. We will still be content. But you filing petitions, trying to do lawsuits or all this stuff instead of responding to the beef. We're not messing with that.
some tracks, but I see more pop R&B vibes in his future, or just something different for a minute. Truthfully, before all of this, I thought that bro was going to kind of trickle out of rap and do other ventures overall, like more television, behind the scenes, executive production. You know, he was doing Euphoria, which is, girl, what's going on? I just feel like he's done everything that he can music wise. So maybe it's time for less Drake and more Aubrey.
If Aubrey is Hotline Bling, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, so what if I kissed you? Girls Love Beyonce, all them type of vibes, karaoke, Shut It Down. We can do that. We can do that. And you can stay there. But he not going to do it. His ego is struck. He feels, well, obviously attacked, but his character is diminishing. And he don't know what to do about it. And we can't help him. I'll send him a DM and be like, please go back to R&B only or something. I don't know. But how do y'all feel about where Drake stands at this point? Y'all don't be in my comments doing nothing crazy. I don't play that. I'm just playing. Leave other topics or videos you'd like for me to react to down in the comments. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.